We're tracking a new severe thunderstorm warning in place for Demopolis and for Beaumont and for the Arcola area just east of Arcola, really. And let's take a closer look at this storm moving through Demopolis right now. The severe thunderstorm warning expires at 6:30 p.m. The brunt of this system is moving over Jefferson Road and North Main Avenue right there along Highway 80. And like I said, all this is moving eastward. I want to see why they issued this warning. And it's likely we have some strong winds here, but I can imagine we have some hail within the system too. And that's exactly what we have here. So anywhere we see this purple color here, that's where we have some pea-sized hail that's getting ready to move over Demopolis and North Main Avenue near the Country Club and over Birdline and Highway 43. Here's Greene County Electric Plant. Here's Arcola that I mentioned earlier. You guys could be seeing some very tiny hail falling from the sky right there again along Highway 43. So we can't rule out some hail with some of these thunderstorms, as well as some stronger wind gusts here and there too. But Demopolis isn't the only one seeing thunderstorms right now. Forkland, you guys are seeing some rain. Livingston, Bolaji, as far north as Utah, and Akron, headed into Greensboro now. Let's put a track on this system. This system is moving very slowly, about 10 miles per hour as far south as Demopolis, and let's move it south and eastward. And you can see, we'll try that one more time actually. Here's a track coming in from Greene County and Sumter County. Here we are. So Marion by 6:56 p.m., Heiberger by 7:10 p.m., Selma by 9:45 p.m. So these systems are going to continue to track eastward. We're tracking another thunderstorm here just north and west of Knoxville, headed into Tuscaloosa County. Going to move the camera over a little bit so we can put a track on that as well. We've got a lot of lightning headed eastward into downtown Tuscaloosa and Clements Road Baptist Church and Duncanville. This system is also moving pretty slowly at about 10 miles per hour. So if we put a track on this, moving a little bit more northward than eastward, we can see that this system should be in exit 62 area right there along the interstate by 6:43 p.m. Hillcrest High School by 7:36 p.m. Duncanville by 8:04 p.m. It'll be there pretty soon. But we got plenty of rain to talk about. Carrollton, Aliceville, Pickensville, Lamar County, Vernon, Sullivan, up towards Fayette County, up towards Hamilton, and parts of Marion and Winston counties, all seeing rain. We'll do one more track moving eastward into Walker and Fayette County and Tuscaloosa County as the leading edge of this complex of thunderstorms work its way through the Birmingham metro. Tuscaloosa by 7:22 p.m., Jasper by 8:36, Oakman by 8:42, and 10 o'clock towards Oak Grove, and not getting to Birmingham until closer to midnight. One more downpour coming out of Blount County, moving into Etowah and Marshall County now, headed towards Rockledge and Sardis City and Boaz right there along Highway 168, Highway 75, and Highway 278 as well. So zoom out, what's going on? Well, we have this big wave of thunderstorms moving through Mississippi and Alabama, and with some cooler air getting pushed out ahead of the main line, that's sparking some isolated thunderstorms out ahead of the main system too. So the rest of this evening, we can expect anywhere between a 40 and 50% chance of seeing some scattered showers and thunderstorms at any given point. Will drop to the low 70s pretty quickly with that rain-cooled air gushing out ahead of the main line, and we'll be back in the 60s as we work our way into tomorrow morning with the chance for more showers and thunderstorms rolling through central Alabama. Here's a look at tomorrow's storm outlook by the Storm Prediction Center. They have outlined a level 2 of 5 on this scale, and that's for just about most of central Alabama. And it's going to be the same story that we're seeing today, but a little bit further north. We got these waves of thunderstorms coming in from Oklahoma into Arkansas, Mississippi, and making its way into central Alabama, taking advantage of all the instability, the warm air and the humid air that we've had over us the past couple of days, especially earlier this afternoon. That's Sunday outlook, and Monday outlook, things don't change all that much. We're dropped to a level 1 of 5 on the scale, but we still have these waves and complexes of thunderstorms coming in from Texas into Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and making its way into Alabama and Georgia too. So we have a lot of showers and a lot of thunderstorms on the way. So we have declared the rest of today, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as first warning impact days, and that just means the weather could be a nuisance and severe at times. Heavy downpours is something I think everybody will see. Lightning and damaging winds is something we will be seeing as well, and something we've already seen, but I really don't want to downplay that lightning threat. So if you haven't already, download the WVTM 13 app. If you turn on your locations, it'll tell you just how far that lightning is away from you when it strikes. Here's a quick look at your first warning future track. That wave that I just mentioned should be crossing the Birmingham metro as early as 11 p.m., potentially weakening as it loses the instability and steam. This is 5 a.m. Sunday morning. Another cluster starts to develop over East Alabama and making its way into Georgia through the rest of the morning. And then we're watching two more waves to our north enter Alabama. I don't think it'll be quite as impactful as what this particular model is showing. It could be weaker depending on the thunderstorms in the morning. But by the time we get into the Monday morning, things start to clear out, and then we're watching more thunderstorms coming in as we work our way into Memorial Day. So a lot of rain in the forecast every day, lots of instability. If you're trying to do something outdoors Monday for Memorial Day, quite frankly, not a good idea. We have multiple waves still coming in, and that'll continue Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way through Saturday of next weekend.